Ever met someone born on May 2nd? Or maybe that's you. You've probably felt it, right? This incredible mix of solid strength and, well, a really deep sensitivity. Today, we're going to dig into the cosmic blueprint of this grounded empath and figure out what makes this birthday so special. And really, it all boils down to one big question. What happens when you smash together the raw power of the bull with the gentle touch of the moon? I mean, these forces seem like total opposites, but the answer, well, that's where we find this incredibly complex but oh so reliable personality. So that leads us right into our first big idea, this unique formula. We're looking at a personality that's built on a beautiful contradiction. It's all about earthy, get-it-done strength meeting this really profound emotional depth. And here's the thing you've got to get. If this is your birthday, it's so much more than just a date on the calendar. It's this powerful cocktail of grounded Taurus energy, the bull, mixed with the super gentle, intuitive vibe from the number 2. This mix, it's the foundation for literally everything else we're going to talk about.
All right, so let's pop the hood and look at the ingredients, shall we? We're going to break down the 2 main cosmic forces that cook up this personality. First, the astrology of Taurus, and second, the numerology of that number 2.
And boom, here it is in action. Check out this split. On one side, you've got Taurus. Think earth, steadfast, and absolute rock you can lean on. But then on the other side, you've got the number 2, which is all about the moon, bringing in harmony and sensitivity. You can already start to see how these two create this amazing, powerful balance, can't you? Okay, first up, let's talk about that Taurus foundation. Being an earth sign ruled by Venus, Taurus is all about stability, reliability, and, let's be honest, a deep love for beautiful things and the good life. This is that grounded, dependable core. These are people who build things to last. But then you add in the number 2, and it throws in a whole different flavor. This one's governed by the moon, and its vibe is cooperation, diplomacy, emotional connection. This is the secret sauce that softens up that stubborn bull, It adds this massive dose of empathy and a real need for everything to be harmonious. And hey, here's a little extra cosmic spice for you. Around May 2nd, the sun is hanging out near the Pleiades star cluster. And that super bright star, Aldebaran, they call it the Eye of the Bull. This positioning is thought to just amp up that classic Taurus endurance and their obsession with all things beautiful. So okay, how does this all mix together to make an actual person? Well, when you blend it all up, you get what we call the grounded empath. And this person has some seriously incredible strengths, but yeah, also some very specific inner challenges to deal with. Let's talk about the strengths first, because they're pretty awesome. Seriously, people born on this day are the friends you call at 3 a.m. when everything's falling apart. They're unbelievably loyal, patient, and just calm when things get crazy. And thanks to that number 2 vibe, they've got this deep emotional intelligence. They're not just hearing you, they're listening. They actually care. And of course, that Venus-ruled Taurus part, it gives them a killer sense of style and a love for good food, good music, all the good stuff. But there's always a flip side, right? That same rock-solid quality can easily become pure stubbornness. That deep need for everything to be secure and stable, it can make them fight against change, even when that change is exactly what they need. And that love of harmony, well, sometimes it means they'll avoid a tough conversation they really need to have, just to keep things from getting messy. I love this quote because it just nails their whole vibe. Life for them isn't about scoring quick points. No, it's about building something strong, beautiful, and lasting, brick by brick. Think of it like a huge ancient tree. Their roots go way, way down deep. Okay, so that's the blueprint. But how does it actually show up in the real world? Let's take a look at how this personality handles 2 of the biggest parts of life, love and work. When it comes to love, one word comes to mind: devotion. This is not someone who's into casual flings. They're deeply affectionate, sensual, and they are playing the long game. They want a stable, committed partner. It might take a bit to get through their defenses, but once you're in, man, their loyalty is for life. It's unshakable. And what's super interesting isn't just who they're compatible with, but why. They click so well with other earth signs like Virgo and Capricorn, or with watery signs like Cancer and Pisces, because they're all on the same page. They all want security and deep emotional connection. The friction can happen with signs like Leo or Aquarius, where you have this classic battle, the Taurus need for control and stability bumping up against a need for freedom and, well, a bit of chaos. Now let's talk career. It makes total sense where they end up, right? You see this split between things like the creative arts and finance.
Why? Because one feeds that love of beauty and the other feeds that deep need for security. You'll also see them doing great in jobs connected to nature or in helping professions. Anywhere their patient and empathetic soul can really make a difference.
And at the office, this person is worth their weight in gold. Seriously, they're the one you can always count on. They're methodical, they're dependable, and thanks to that number 2 influence, they're fantastic collaborators. They like structure, they don't like chaos, and they bring this amazing sense of calm to pretty much any project they touch.
All right, finally, let's look at the path to growth. Because for every one of these cosmic blueprints, there's always a key life lesson, right? The one thing that can unlock their absolute highest potential.
And for someone born on May 2nd, it really all comes down to balance. It's about learning to honor that deep-seated need for stability while, and this is the hard part, also staying open to change and being flexible enough to grow.
And if you're on that journey, here's a little mantra that might help. It's a simple idea, but it's a huge shift in how you see things. Realizing that change isn't always the enemy. Sometimes the best, most comforting things are waiting for you right on the other side of it.
So in the end, their spiritual path is all about trust. It's about learning, slowly but surely, to loosen that grip, to let go of the need to control every little thing. It's about trusting the river of life, knowing that those deep roots we talked about will keep you anchored no matter how hard the wind blows.
So that leaves us with one last thing to think about. If this is you, your foundation is solid. It's incredibly strong. The only real question left is, what are you ready to build on top of it?